1, 2, 3, 4.
If you find you're stuck indoors,
Make some art and make some more.
if you're feeling really bored,
Make some art and make some more.
don't matter if you cannot draw.
Make some art and make some more.
Make something never seen before.
Make some art and make some more. And make some more.
Welcome to Room 13 Art Studio, brought to you each week by Janie, artist in residence at the Mill Primary Academy. She'll help you make your home a fun and fabulous creative zone with little help from Finn and Paddy. Join us each week for Magic Make, Drawing Date, Awesome Artist, Tremendous Tip. Right, let's get the arty started. Phew!
Hey, and welcome back. Hope you had super Easter holidays.
Hope you had super Easter holidays.
So even though you probably won't have got outside as much as you like, we hope that you managed to get loads of chocolate Easter eggs at least. Hey, Paddy? How many did you get?
Oh, I got, what was it, like, I got 3.
3 chocolate Easter eggs. Woohoo!
Let's see if you guys can beat that.
So today we are going to do some graffiti style art. We are inspired by the artist called Mr. Brainwash, and there is going to be loads of information about him in your worksheet, so check it out. To start with, we're going to make our graffiti style background, and we're going to show you how to do this step by step, so stay tuned for the next steps. Okay, so Paddy, and not forgetting to say hello to our super duper Finn behind the camera. Yay, Finn! So now we're going to start making our lovely graffiti style art. So Paddy, to start the background, I've already covered you a piece of paper in some old bits of a book. I think the old bits of book make a really nice effect once they've got paint on them. They look like a kind of peeling wall, like a wall outside that you might get graffiti on. So Paddy, would you like to help me put paint on it? Would you like to come and do that? Look, so I've got a palette with some paints in it.
Well,
so you might have just kind of any poster paints that you have around the house. We've just got a few colours, okay, and we've got a tub of water with brushes and one of my super secrets, a toothbrush, which is really good for getting splattery effects. You want to start by making your paints really watery so that they dribble, because we want to get some running effects down the wall. So we want the paint to run down the wall.
Just think about,
Paddy?
yes,
It's running. So would you like to help me add some paint to this background?
Well, I'm not very good at painting, but
You can just splodge. Let's do it
but
together.
what I can say is you want to think about what the teenagers would do, because we're doing graffiti here.
So look, Paddy, look what I'm doing. I'm putting some paint on and I'm letting it run. I'm getting it really watery.
Let's do some
So
real
why don't
graffiti style.
you do
Let's
some.
get a toothbrush here.
Yeah,
get
dip your toothbrush. And remember, there's no right or wrong. It's okay. I heard you saying that you're not good at painting, Paddy, but there's no right or wrong with graffiti. It's just expressing yourself in any which way you want.
Okay, so
There's
let's
some
write
more
some
runs.
words. Let's write some words.
Okay. Nice, Paddy.
Okay. Now let's dribble it down.
Oh, you're
it's
doing
not
some more
dribbling.
running. Needs a bit more water in it, maybe, Paddy.
Yeah.
Add some more water to it.
Right. You see, I only have limited amount, so I would like to tip this over when it dries.
Okay. You want to just tip the whole paint palette onto your background? Is that what you want to do, Paddy?
No, I mean tip the paper upside down.
Oh, I see.
So I can do the other side. Since this was technically my wall that you did
Okay.
cover it for me. So let's just wait for it to dry, and I'm going to write the words K-O.
Okay, so let's do that then. K-O.
Need it to run down as well.
Okay, so the way to do that, Paddy, is to add lots of paint to it. What does KO stand for, Paddy?
Oh, I don't know actually.
You don't know, you just... So here we are, it's running. See the way it started to run? That looks
Yes.
awesome, Paddy. Is there anything else that you would like to... Would you like to add any other colours? And look at this that you can do, Paddy. You can flick
Oh yeah, that's...
splatters, and you can do that with your toothbrush as well.
Wait, let me do this even more. Wait, can I tip it?
Yes, do it. Go for it. Yay! Nice. I love the way this is running down here. That's lovely.
Oh, I want this to go.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that looks grimy.
So let's show it to the camera. Look, see how Paddy's paint is really running. It's looking just like a graffiti wall. Okay.
Now.
So is there any, do you want to do? So what you can do is dip your.
Let's do my secret to.
Put a bit more
look,
to-
look, I got paint in my eyes.
Okay, so here we are. Paddy has finished his nice background wall that he's going to put some graffiti on. It's kind of faded paint with runs in it and lots of peeling kind of wall, so it looks like an old kind of derelict sort of wall, and it looks perfect for having some graffiti on it. So later on in this video, we're going to do, in the drawing date section, we're going to do some graffiti style writing, and I'm going to show you how to draw on some graffiti characters. Mr. Brainwash, in all of his graffiti, he puts a message, so a sign with some words on it like love is the answer, or you could have stay home save lives. You can put on any message that you want, anything that feels good to you, and you can always put this in the window of your house so that people can see it as they're passing by. So all we need for this stage is a black marker, something to colour in with, so we've got some oil pastels and some coloured card or paper to make some of your little characters. So Paddy, would you like to have a go at drawing a character or a word and a sign on your...
Yes.
Yeah, do you want to come forward and... Okay. So a good tip is to just draw gently at first, so that you can get the outline. That's it, Paddy.
See, I can't draw very straight.
That's fine, don't worry about drawing straight, and don't worry about getting it perfect. The whole point is that you're just having a go and you're enjoying yourself. So what is it that you're drawing, Paddy, first of all?
You think you know already?
I'm going to do, if I could just get this card out from under you. Can you pick a colour, and I will do a character in a colour for you. Which colour would you like? Yellow, orange, blue, green.
I'm gonna go for... Do you have any red?
Do you know what? We do have red. So I'm going to do a character out of some red cards. Oh, I like what you're doing, Paddy. Very, very much. So over here. So I'm going to start with the eyes. That's how I start with my little characters. So I do different sized eyes.
I have an idea.
Yeah. Let me just finish the head.
Ooh, well, I was going to need more space, you see.
What would you like to do on it? Bring it down here so that the camera can see it.
Okay.
Ah, you're doing, is that lots of different eyes?
Yes.
Okay, that looks really cool. Let's show it to the boys and girls.
Wait.
Okay.
Not quite finished.
Not quite finished, okay. Oh, this is a great character, Paddy.
Okay.
Wow, so look at that. That's amazing. So, do you want me to draw a mouth on it?
Wait,
Okay.
I had a idea for it.
And are you going to draw legs or a body? So remember, with graffiti characters, they don't need to look realistic. They look like graffiti. They look all made up. They're just like strange. That's beautiful, Paddy. Would you like me to cut that out for you?
One sec.
Okay. He's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to cut him out, and then we will use a stapler to staple him on.
Ooh,
So,
sounds good.
You keep going with your background, Paddy.
So, okay, I gotta get this. And let's put these big inky blobs.
So here we are, we've got one of our graffiti characters cut out, and we will staple that on in a minute.
I have a special idea for where to put him.
Okay, would you like me to help you do another character? Do you want me to help you do another one?
One sec. I just need to do something. I am putting dots.
Just be careful.
Big
Just be careful you
inky
don't ruin
dots.
the pen, darling. Okay,
And
so
one-
Paddy.
Okay.
So Paddy, would you like another character?
Ooh, yes, please.
What colour would you like?
Could I have... What goes good with red?
What goes good with red? What colour do you think goes? What's opposite red on the colour wheel?
Blue?
Can you remember what's opposite red on the colour wheel?
Oh,
Finn,
I
do
know.
you remember?
I know.
It's yellow.
No. No.
Green.
Green. Do you want green?
Yes.
Yes.
It's red's complementary colour.
It's red's complementary colour.
But the green isn't part of the colour.
Yeah, it is. It's not a primary colour.
Okay, so
It isn't. I said it is not. No. Well, you see,
okay.
here's
so
a little trick. If you want to know the complementary colour of a primary colour, it is the...
So here I am. I'm drawing
wait.
another little character.
Hey, I've got a good idea.
Okay, just give me a minute, Paddy. Careful with the table, sweetheart.
Ah, I was going to draw the body. To show
Want
you
to
my
add anything
idea.
onto him? Cool. It's a funky mouth.
See, if you want to know what the complementary colour of a primary colour, aka red, blue,
So now I'm just going to cut
Or-
him out.
yellow, then you just take the other two primary colours and put them together and you get the complementary colour.
Yeah, you've been learning about mixing complementary colours from primary colours, haven't you?
Yes.
So Paddy, is there anything else you want to do to your background, or will I staple on your little characters?
I want to put more dots.
Okay.
Big inky
So we'll come
ones.
back to you once we've got finished and we can show you Paddy's finished piece of work.
And-
so see you soon.
Wait, spoiler alert.
Hang
We're
on.
going to have the monsters like
Whoa.
this and... Oh, we don't have room.
Okay.
Somewhere like this.
See you in a second.
Whee!
So boys, you're holding up this beautiful work, graffiti style work. How do you feel about it? Did you have fun doing it?
Yeah!
What do you most like about graffiti, Paddy?
Nothing. I like it all.
Hey! So, to go with this week's theme of graffiti, we are going to do for our drawing date some graffiti style bubble writing. This is very simple to do. All you need is some paper, a pencil, and a black or any coloured felt tip pen, but black really stands out nicely, so it's kind of good to start with it. So on my blank piece of paper, I'm just going to draw out with pencil lightly some letters. I'm just going to go for A, B, C. So now, again with my pencil, I'm going to draw kind of bubble or oval shapes around the straight lines. Okay, so you can see that I've got my letters with kind of bubbles outlined. Now we're going to just take our marker and go around, creating a bubble type shape. Following the curves that you've made. And where there are gaps in the letters, I'm doing a kind of circle to make it look even more bubble-like. And now we do a shadow to make our bubble writing look 3D. You can bring the shadow right round, and in doing your shadow your letters will probably end up overlapping, which is fine. So you colour the shadow in with your felt pen. And after you've done your shadows, you can do some little marks just to accentuate the curves. So you can see little detailed marks up here. And there you have some very effective bubble writing that can go on your graffiti style piece. So for this week's art inspiration, awesome artist, we're looking in this book, Craftivism, The Art of Craft and Activism. And this is where people have used their craft techniques to send messages out into the world of change, things that they would like to see happening. And in particular, I've picked out this artist, Sarah Corbett, and she has used stitching techniques to send messages to lots of people, including MPs. Sometimes she puts her stitching up outside for other people to see, and she's even put messages into the pockets of clothing hanging in clothes stores so that people will find them when they buy things. Here she's made a lovely footprint stitched with words, and that's all about environmental change and thinking about our carbon footprint. So I'm just going to read about one of the first things that she has talked about. She, for a while, had been sending petitions to her MP. Her MP is a Member of Parliament who represents her area, and she'd been sending petitions trying to get her MP to change her mind about things. But the MP told her to stop doing it because it was wasting both of their time, because the MP just didn't have time to look at all the petitions and didn't feel inspired to look at them. So instead, Sarah says, I decided to embroider a positive message on a handkerchief to give to her, asking her not to blow it, like she might blow her nose, but to use her power and influence for good. I hand-delivered the hanky and it engaged her interest in a new way. I now have many good discussions with my MP. Craft is non-threatening and people value handmade items because it takes time to make them. I believe that to make long-lasting change we all need to be loving friends rather than aggressive enemies. So it shows you how Sarah really inspirationally has used her art to try and get messages across. I'm just finished by looking at this lovely piece here that she's made. So she's created this lovely textile background and really neatly stitched on it, and it's a quote by a filmmaker called Martin Scorsese, and he says, "It seems to me that any sensible person must see that violence does not change the world, and if it does, then only temporarily." And as you can see, Sarah has just pinned it up in a public place in the hope that lots of people will see it and that they might think about it. So it's art that makes you think. And you can do that with your art. You can pin messages up in the window of your home about things that you'd like people to think about at this time. So art isn't just for decoration, it can be really thought-provoking, and it can change people's minds. It can get a message out there that can be really positive and that can help to change the world. So never forget that everything that you do can have purpose, and yeah, it's great to just make things whenever you're feeling low about something. It can really help you to feel more empowered. For this week's tremendous tip, we've got a super simple activity. All you need is a piece of paper and something to write with, like a pen or a pencil. The activity is called Write Where You Are Sitting. What we're going to do is write 10 things about where you were sitting right now that you hadn't noticed when you sat down. Use all 5 of your senses, so hear what you can hear, smell what you can smell, touch what you can touch. Do it quickly and don't censor yourself, that means don't say to yourself, oh, that's not good, or that's wrong, or that's stupid. Just do it. So I'm going to do it straight away. So that's how fast you need to do it. You need to whip right through it. And I've got roasting heat, buzzing insect, damp musty smell, dots on table, creaking floor, chirping birds, whip fast fly, boredom hanging, threads everywhere, paint splashes. So I'm in my studio in my garden, which is why I can hear the insects, and there's one has got into the room and flying past me, and that's why we've got all sorts of different smells of mustiness and paint and things like that. So sit down and really take in everything that's around you, because that's what part of art is really noticing your surroundings. And for reference, if you're interested, this is from the book called How to Be an Explorer of the World by Kerry Smith.
1, 2, 3, 4.
If you find you're stuck indoors,
Make some art and make some more.
if you're feeling really bored,
Make some art and make some more.
don't matter if you cannot draw.
Make some art and make some more.
Make something never seen before.
Make some art